Well, hello. How are you?
That's good.
Yesterday was Hunter's birthday. Happy birthday!
That is correct. Yep.
But he wasn't here yesterday because he was at the PPM. I don't even know what that's called. What?
The American All-Star Series banquet presented by PPM.
Yeah, sorry. He was at the awards banquet in Knoxville. Jesse Lowe was king, the crown the king, whatever, and he done really well to be a smaller budget team. I mean, no offense, but he doesn't roll in the dough like a lot of people, so he done very well, competed very well. I would think I watched one race with him in it. I'm just not a huge late model fan, so I don't know a whole lot about that stuff, as we talked before. We're in the garage because this past week I've been sick as a dog. I had the flu, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Had the flu. Then turned around and got something horrible for 3 days, lost 15 pounds. And then Hunter ended up getting sick a couple days after that. And we've not been doing anything. Like I sold a toolbox right there, so we got to clean all this mess up and rearranging that cabinet, and then I bought this box to go in its place, and then this is all the crap out of that other box. That's my old box. So the plans are we're going to take this box and put all of our grinding stuff and all of our battery powered tools, and then all the other junk in there, and then that's our tool cart for the racetrack. But what we're here to talk about today is stuff from your local PPM Racing Products. So Hunter, what do we have here? And how can these fine folks acquire this?
All right. This right here, as you can tell, is 3 skirts, 3 pieces of wheel flare plastic, and another 3 pieces. This is a 9-piece wheel flare kit. It comes in all your standard colors and an option of fluorescent orange, fluorescent yellow, fluorescent red, and fluorescent green. Like I said, all the basic colors plus them 4 extra fluorescents. These are actually relatively inexpensive for what they are.
And they're really street stock plastics, right?
No, they're for both of those.
No, because it has that extra piece for the front wheel well on a street stock.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't even know my own product, apparently.
No, that's why you've got a front flare and a rear flare for the back wheels, and then it has, one of these is an oddball. One of these is an oddball one, and I swear, quit laughing. I stuttered, but it's been a bad week. It's for street stock front end, but like Elites mostly are what run this wheel well plastic that we've noticed. It comes on those factory, I guess you could say.
But these are actually relatively inexpensive for what you get. I think this whole kit is around, I want to say $295 for this whole kit. Which I know most of these, this right here is $49 a piece on these, which does put you at $150, but this right here, those 9 pieces alone, like it's worth it.
And it's as thick as the side skirts. It's not, they didn't cheap out on any of it. So we're hoping this will help with the quarters and doors that I have hold their shape a little better.
Yep.
Because we've noticed that around the wheel well, especially on the driver's side, it kind of like dimples in, and it was rubbing my tire. The passenger side was fine, so we kind of like the way the cars look with this stuff on it. We'll give it a shot this year. And then I had a starter basically fall apart on us. And tell us about this here, honey. What's this little guy?
This is an all-star performance flywheel for a LS. It is, I think, 168 tooth flywheel. It is a SFI flywheel, and this was actually really inexpensive as well. This was only $95. And anything all-star, 5-star, and all that kind of stuff I can get. I just need to know what you need. But there's more of that.
Also, we have quick change rear end cover bearing retainer nuts. These are the standard length, right, or shallow length?
Those don't matter. It has a hole on the end of them.
Oh, see, this man knows his product. So we had a problem with 2 of them galling because whoever had it before us seemed to just crank the ever living crap out of it. And then what do we have here, huh?
These are our XM series Heims from PPM. These are, well, that was an X. I have to get you another one, but nonetheless, got that thread up pretty good. These are our PPM series XM Heims, which XM means the extreme type Heims, and they are the Teflon inserted. We prefer these on our car. We had a couple of standard and mid-grade stuff when we had the Dirt Works, and when I started at PPM, I started to learn about Heims, and Heims is a game changer, guys.
It's all about friction.
That is correct. And a lot of guys I've had tell me, they're like, I don't like the XM Heims. I don't like the Teflon Heims. Man,
oh, my bad, bud. My bad.
they're like, I don't like the Teflon Heims. They're not, well, they seize up. They only seize up from lack of maintenance. These are very well built and well performance Heims. Like, they hold up very well to every condition I've ever seen them go through. And we put, what is it, WD-40 white lithium grease? Or that? No, it's that
It's Teflon. Teflon spray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that makes sense.
WD-40 Teflon spray. I'm not for sure if that's what you're supposed to spray on them, because 10 manufacturers will make the same style Heim. And one manufacturer says you're not supposed to grease these. The other one says do not oil them. The other one says to oil them, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's on and on and on. So I use a Teflon spray. It goes on wet and it dries. And it seems to keep dust and dirt out of these Heim joints very well.
And it keeps them free. We've never had the first issue out of
No, we've never had these bind up. No. When I bought my car, I was told, oh, this car has all these high dollar Heims on it. They're $40-something a piece. It was raining that day. I was going to buy the car regardless. We got it back. Had the cheapest, $6 Heims. Like the absolute cheapest Heims the money could buy. We ran them the rest of the season because they were new, but about 2 races before the end of the year, they started squeaking. They were already junk. They didn't make it 12 races,
Yeah.
10, 12, 13 races, and they were garbage. So they've also got your jam nuts on the left and right handed. So you'll have to hit them up for a lot of your winter maintenance, because fortunately we've got a flex plate, we've got these Heims, and that's all we have to do, right?
Yep.
Other than body.
Also, a big game changer, along with what Kyle said, that we have noticed with this car. There's just some pieces on it along with the Heims that we're just not happy with. And another one of them things is the front spring cups. PPM is now a dealer for BSB manufacturing, and we're going to throw in the low friction bearing jack bolt and cup kit on the front of this car for this season too. I think that's another one of our issues that we had last year.
Yeah, because it is literally a stud a jack bolt sticking down with this horrible homemade looking cup that binds up like crazy. And the reason why we know it binds up is because it basically folded over on itself and it's a leaning. So we got to get rid of that crap. It doesn't do the job. It's got to be binding the right front up especially. So we're going to go with BSB. I had a crap load of BSB stuff on my Dirtworks when we first got it. So we ran a lot of that stuff and was happy with it. And everything on this Lightning is Lightning other than one or two little pieces. So we're just going to throw BSB on the front. We've got a BSB chain limiter on the left rear. And it's very good quality. I would run a PPM limiter, but there's no sense in changing out something that works fine. I guess that's about it. We got us some fuel the other day, and we're underfunded, so we take this stuff and mix it. Usually mix it 4 gallons of 93 to a gallon of 110, and it makes around a 97 octane. So my engine doesn't have a whole lot of compression, so I don't necessarily have to run race gas. And that's how we kind of tried to help the budget for this season when I built that motor. And it's worked for us so far, because we're not spending $9 to $14 a gallon in race fuel and running 10 to 14 gallons a weekend. We're spending, well, $3 a gallon and one $9 gallon of race fuel. So, I mean, well, two. Yeah, two. We got like a $50 fuel bill every week. It costs as much in our generator and other piddly stuff as it does for fuel. So we're kind of tickled with that. Hunter got him a box too. Check that out. So they can go on the website and find all of this stuff, and also here you go, the doors and quarters to match.
Yep.
And who makes the flares and the who makes the flares and the wheel well plastic?
All of this plastic stuff that y'all see come from 5-Star. MD3, 5-Star, same company, same deal, just different logos for different products. But all from the same company, which is 5-Star MD3. I've never once had any complaints on them, and everybody runs it, and they love it. I love it. I mean, it's great products, great people. Cameron at 5-Star takes really good care of us at PPM. Excited, for the things that they're coming out with and the new colors. We have this kind of stuff in gray now. So it's pretty cool. And that gray looks great with orange, so.
Yep, and there's one door, or one quarter. And here's the other quarter. And they're very oversized. We usually retrim the wheel well arch and leave the back. And we use a jigsaw with a wood blade. That seems to be the best cut for us. It's like 3/16 thick. They might have a solid spec for that, but it seems to be 3/16. We did run into one thing. J2 done a wrap on it, stuck extremely well. The quarter got folded up and under and rode on the tire for what?
At least 7 laps.
Yeah, 7 or 8 laps, and it got the wrap warm, and the wrap started peeling down here in the center. So they suggest
The 3M adhesive.
Yeah, 3M. No, it's not an adhesive. Adhesion promoter. 3M adhesion promoter to go along with this. So we're going to buy some of it. It says to wipe these down with alcohol and then take like a foam brush and brush on especially around the edges and a couple of spots in the middle to make the wrap stick. So we're gonna try that this time. Well, we're super happy with this stuff. It's good quality. We're gonna run the doors this year and see what happens. So I think that's all we got today. We're gonna go in the house because it is what in here? 41, 40, and snowing like crazy. We're supposed to get 4 to 6 inches of snow in the next couple of days, and it will be between 0 and 6 degrees. And today's Sunday. It's not supposed to be above freezing until Thursday evening or Friday. So we're in for a little rough spell. Got anti-gel and everything, got all the diesels plugged up, got this big beast in here because the antifreeze didn't check out. It kind of sucks that you spend this much money on a piece of equipment and they're supposed to go through it and the antifreeze doesn't even raise any bubbles in the checker. So it's sitting in here to not freeze. So we will see you guys next weekend. I don't know what we're gonna do. We might throw some drone videos up if we catch a break in the snow and fly it around, because we hadn't got to show you guys that yet. So that's something we're gonna touch on this racing season. Probably won't race the first practice at Mountain View, but I'll probably take my drone up there if the Hamptons say it's okay and shoot a little video to put out for everybody to see. So we'll see you guys next week.
All right, guys. As always, thank you for watching. And since it is the new year, would like to give a big shout out. Got new sponsors on board this year.
Okay. So I hadn't really discussed the sponsor stuff with Hunter because, like, I've literally been sick off and on for about 2.5 weeks. So we got S&K Auto. They're a Napa auto care here in Dayton. Steven and his wife Katie run that place. I've known them for a very long time. Steven has been the main mechanic at that garage before they purchased it, I think 2 years ago. Super great people. They hopped on board with us this year, and then we also have kept all of our normal sponsors. Hang on just a second.
All of our normal sponsors, including Integrity Septic and Drain, Suttle's Dirt Works, Mainly Puzzles, Shrew Diecast, Rick at RPM Customs, Hyperco. Got to thank them for setting us up on Springs last year, and I believe we're on set for this year with them. Noonan, of course. Big thank you to Chris at Central TN Machine.
Central Tennessee Machine Works.
Yeah.
TN. People might not know.
I'm sorry. I'm from low part of Tennessee here. Central Tennessee Machine Works. He does amazing work. He's done our engines since, we started doing our own. So I got to thank him a lot. Of course, Seth and Jessica at J2 has took care of us from day one on all of our graphics and wraps. And just, everybody that goes in on this with us, day in and day out, like Snapdragon, they came on board last year. They're on board with us this year. It's just, I don't think we've lost a sponsor. I think they've all came back and we've added a couple. So I'm really excited to see what this year brings. Again, we have some super big news. We're just waiting on some things to kind of pan out and get settled. But stay tuned and we will fill y'all in. But as always, guys, we appreciate you watching. Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah.
I got a text message and lost track of what I was saying. And also Barry Wright with CMB Trucking. I'm going to post a lot of videos up. He moves mobile homes, I think for Clayton Homes. Moves a lot of homes and puts them in a lot of places that I don't know how they get there. So we're gonna He's got a real active TikTok and had bought a GoPro and is going to start doing some more in-depth stuff. So we always enjoy watching anybody do their craft. So I'll be posting a lot of stuff on Facebook with the advertisement. I don't do a whole lot of that kind of stuff on YouTube. So if you've got Facebook, go to Shadden Motorsports. You can see what all of our cool sponsors do. Super big, huge, giant thank you to Integrity Septic. They pitched in and helped us with our suit this year. Helped a big chunk of that expense. So I got to thank Danny for sure, and Todd. I appreciate those guys.